Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play 1001 Games. I'm your host, Gaming Jay, and today we're playing Pac-Land, a Pac-Man side-scrolling game. Who knew? Apparently this existed in 1985, predating Mario and other classic platformers like Alex Kidd, Ghouls and Ghosts, things like that. And apparently, I didn't know this, but apparently this game was very influential in sort of paving the way for those other platformers. It was an early side-scrolling platformer game. So yeah, released in the arcades. Today we're going to be playing it on TurboGrafx-16 and Atari Lynx. So buckle up. TurboGrafx-16 should do a pretty good job of faithfully recreating the arcade hit, especially since the arcade game came out, as you can see here, in 1984. TurboGrafx game came out in 1989. The Atari Lynx game came out in 1992, which now it's like, it's coming out way after Mario on an inferior system, so we'll see how the Atari Lynx stands up to a classic like Mario. But for right now, let's just enjoy the trip into the world of Pac-Man. So this is Pac-Man. You recognize him probably from his many... am I even in control? What is happening here? Oh, so you just... Oh my god, wait, what is happening? The arrows and the buttons are all reversed. Okay, so hold on. You press up to jump. There's ghosts in cars, by the way. And you press the left and right button to move left and right. Oh, now we can eat the ghosts. We got the Pac-Man crack. Okay, so I was trying to use the D-pad like a dummy. I didn't realize the sort of button 1 and button 2 buttons make you go left and right. I mean, obviously. Okay, so far though, this is pretty decent. I mean, I read online that this game was renowned for its difficulty. It was considered a great arcade game, but also a difficult game. And I know we're not playing the original arcade game, so maybe they made it easier for the home console, but it basically sort of seems like a racing game. Hey, there's the red ghost. That's my avatar. That is the gaming character, which I chose randomly to represent me when I made my YouTube channel years ago. And I so creatively decided my name was Gaming Jay. I said this before, but, you know, had I given it more thought, I think I would have picked a cooler name. I'm not good with naming things, so I don't know. Maybe my name just would have been Game Guy Jay or something, you know? So much more creative than Gaming Jay. Of course, I have messed up my own name over the years on this channel, so I sort of unofficially have other names. Honestly, my favorite is Jay the Game. I can't believe I messed that up one day, but I did. And oh my god, whoa, what is happening to those logs? So yeah, so far this kind of is sort of just like a racing game. Oh god! Messed that jump up badly. Boink, nope. Oh, maybe I have to jump on it and land on it, and then it will catapult me. Oh, I missed it. Okay, we can do this. Oh, come on! Wait, what? Oh, come on! Pac-Man! I don't know how to do that part. Oh my god, game over. We'll try it again, because it didn't really take very much effort to get that far. But yeah, so it's kind of interesting, actually. So let's compare this to Mario, right? Because, again, this game... I mean, any platformer by default is going to be compared to Mario. It's just sort of how platformers work these days. But actually, the graphics in this are far superior. Well, I don't know about far superior. Okay, what do I do there? I don't know about far superior. If you look at the backgrounds, they definitely look less interesting than the Mario backgrounds. But the graphics do look more complex. Okay, I seriously don't know what to do there. Okay. It just, this thing is broken, it doesn't work. Oh god, go back, Pac-Man! I changed my mind mid-jump. Alright, well, we're gonna go for accepting the game over. I think we had the option to select different different trips here. So let's just try trip number 2. If you know how to do that jump there, leave a comment down below. I'm really curious. But yeah, like look at these backgrounds. Okay, like in some ways this is more interesting than Mario because it's like 3D backgrounds, but it's also non-textured backgrounds. So they're kind of just boring. I don't know. It's weird to describe. It's like the graphics are technically better than Mario, but also feel cheaper and like more rushed out. And again, this game came out years before Mario. It came out in 1984 in the arcades. So I don't necessarily think they were, trying to cheap out on the graphics. But, you know, the re-release here for the TurboGrafx came out in like 1989. Definitely looking at this compared to like Bonk, the graphics look pretty basic compared to Bonk. Yeah, so who knew that you could take Pac-Man, a game about... I mean, Pac-Man is sort of what I would almost call an action strategy game. It's a very interesting game. It almost defies genres. Oh, great. Another one of these. Oh, I did it somehow, and I wasn't... Still wasn't high enough. How did I do that? I think you have to, like, land right on the tip of it. Yeah, okay. I think you have to land further to the right, and that's the secret. Although I don't want to try again. I'm sure we'll encounter one of those in the next trip. All the trips I was expecting different worlds, you know, like grass world, ice world, water world. All just sort of seems to be the same town, just at different times of day. Different colored hills in the background. But yeah, who thought that you could... Okay, I think I'm getting it. Who thought that you could take Pac-Man and... Oh god. Is there a way to like double jump in the air? No. Okay, hold on, one more try here. Oh, there we go. Oh wait. If I tap the right button, I float. Oh my god, I didn't know that. Okay, I figured something out. You know what? The cherries kind of informed me because it was spaced out so far. It kind of made it look like there must be a way to glide. Okay, well now I kind of want to go back and try that first level. I feel like maybe we could actually make a difference. But yeah, Pac-Man's kind of like an action strategy puzzle game. Like you're running around these mazes and it's all about like outsmarting, you know, those ghosts that are chasing you. It's almost like an early stealth game like Metal Gear Solid, except the ghosts always kind of know where you are. You don't have to, you know, there's no like vision and hiding from them and stuff. But yeah, who would have thought to take Pac-Man and turn it into this? Like, this is so far devoid of Pac-Man. You know, like, I give the 3D Mario games a bit of guff sometimes, and I say, well, you know, like, I'm not a huge fan of them. Not because I don't think they're good games, but, like, for me, like, you know, I'm a purist. Mario's sort of 2D in my books. And the 3D Mario games are great, but they're not a Mario experience. So, I just, you know, oh god, these levels are harder. I just am not super crazy about the 3D Mario games. They're just not quite for me. But I will say, at least they are more or less Mario games. You know, they happen to be in 3D, but other than that, they kind of have all the same mechanics. This is like the opposite of that. This is like if you took... Well, they did do this. They took Halo and they turned it into a real-time strategy game. Right? If you take Pac-Man, turn it into a platformer, it's like a big genre jump. And the crazy bastards did it. Oh, we're in a castle. This is kind of cool. Have one key. Oh, and there's a key up there. I mean, this is kind of cool. The fact that there are like rooms to explore and stuff. I think I'm slowly running out of time. And one mechanic that sucks is if you're not running, you do not jump high. It's almost like... Yeah. Oh, there's a key down there. Oh, I can't even get it. Whatever. It reminds me of that Mario Castle where if you pick the wrong way, the level just repeats and it goes eh. And you have to like run through the castle and get like the right order. It's like down, middle, up, down or something. That's kind of cool, though. Kind of cool they added that in. I mean, definitely in a world before Mario, this isn't terrible. It's not like this game sucks or anything. It's just, you know, the things that would come after would put it to shame. And like in 1984, I'm sure this was good, but this was re-released on the TurboGrafx-16 in 1989. I feel like at that point, this game's getting pretty dated. Oh, God. Like, Contra was out by 1989, wasn't it? Am I crazy? I think it was. Maybe I'm mistaken. I don't know. All right, let's try trip number 5. And then I want to go back and try trip number 1 real quick, and then we will take a look at this on the Atari Lynx. But anyway, if you are... Whoa, where... Oh, God. Jumped right into that guy. I thought this was trip number 1. What is happening? Oh, God. Float, you bastard. Oh, God. Run. Oh. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Oh, you dropped a baby on me. A baby ghost hit me in the face. Oh, again, I fell for it. Okay, so you're always going to do that, eh? I see ya. I see ya. Oh, my God, there's more babies. Okay. Is this level 1? Did I select again with the same spot? Hold on. I just want to give up and go back to level 1. Can I do that? Did I not select level 1? I must have not. I selected level 17. Okay, whatever. Anyway, if you're wondering where they got all this stuff from Pac-Man, the truth is actually they based this game off of the Pac-Man cartoon show. So there was an intermediary between the original Pac-Man arcade game and, oh God, and this. I looked away for a second, and you shouldn't do that while you play video games. Anyway, there was an intermediary. It was a TV show, and it was produced by Hanna-Barbera, and it starred Pac-Man. He had a nose now. That was a new addition that they, I assume, invented. He was involved with fairies. He wore a hat. You know, big character changes. He was almost unrecognizable, but over the course of a couple seasons, I don't know how many seasons it had, but it won the hearts of America, and it led Namco to try and turn it into a side-scrolling platformer. So, you know, just a bit of background in case you guys are wondering. Oh, God! I didn't know if I should jump or just try and run for it for that one. Come here, you bastards. Also, there are churches. You don't see that very often in, like a random video game, you know, like it's not like Mario was running by churches and stuff. And I know for a fact that Nintendo as a company specifically didn't have any, like, mature or adult or religious themed anything in NES games. They that were released in North America. For Japan, it was like a free-for-all. It was, you know, like they could do anything in Japan, but if it came to North America, I think it was Simon's Quest. The oh, look at that, the first Castlevania game, Simon's Quest. Isn't that the second one? The first Castlevania game. Hey, a door in space. We made it. Oh, we made it to a grassland. We passed a level, guys. Awesome. I'm pretty sure there were crosses in the first Castlevania game. Ooh, a princess girlfriend who gave us magic shoes. Oh, cool shoes. Oh, God. Hold on. Oh, we can double jump. Oh, my God. We can jump as many times as we want, baby. Oh, look at this. Now, what is the point of this? We just, like, run back in time now? I guess we're supposed to get all the cherries, but I'm too cowardly to try. I want to try and not die. That's my reward. Ah, come here, I'll eat your babies even. Oh, I missed all the guys. Oh my God, it's Ms. Pac-Man and Pac Baby. Baby Pac. The unseen character from... I mean, I assume it was from the cartoon, the Hanna-Barbera cartoon. So am I, like, going off to work? Is his job running through the city, causing chaos, and coming home to his wife? But anyway, Nintendo did not allow certain things in their video games, and so just sort of strikes me as just something you don't see all the time, like just a blatant church in the background of a video game. I mean, Nintendo would never have allowed that. They don't acknowledge the existence of organized religion. That's a Japanese-only concept, according to Nintendo, anyway. Anyway, I don't understand why this fairy is coming out of our hat, what that has to do with anything. Seems random. Probably if I watched the show, I would understand. But oh my god. You know, now that I am getting, oh shoot, used to the controls, it is kind of interesting, sort of being able to run and float and stuff like that. Also, it is interesting that you can jump on top of enemies, but you don't kill them, you just run on them. So there's no way to kill your enemies, it seems, besides eating them when you eat that Pac-Man crazy ball. But you can run on top of their heads. Pac-Man is a man who has to get somewhere, guys. And if he has to run on somebody's scalp to do it, he will do it. He's just a guy trying not to be late for work, okay? We've all been there. Oh, God. Oh, the water sucked me in! Okay. Didn't know the water would do that. Oh, God. Oh, God, a ghost elbowed me in the face. Oh god, and down I go. Wow, the game really ramps up. Okay, so I understand what people complaining about this game back in the day meant when they said this is a hard game. It actually is a really hard game. It's interesting that it still has rounds. I was on round 7 somehow, but I only beat 1 level. I don't understand. Maybe all those breaks, everyone was a different round. But I'm guessing it was just terminology from the original Pac-Man game that they wanted to bring into this one, so... Anyway, Pac-Land on the TurboGrafx-16 seems interesting enough. Let's see what they did 2 years after this. 2 years after this game came out, they ported it to the classic Atari Lynx system. That was the worst demo I ever saw. He just ran in the water and died. Dear God. It's always funny when games don't even know how to play themselves. Like, that was a terrible demo. Hold on, can we see one more here? Or is this the same one? Oh, for some reason now he jumps. That was so confusing. Oh, and now he died. You'd think if you're gonna do a gameplay demo, you'd at least have the character, like, make a little progress level? I don't know, that's just me. Anyway, Atari Lynx, let's do it. Alright, Pac-Land is a trademark of something. Wow, the music here is actually music. Hold on, the TurboGrafx-16 did not even have this. That's surprising. See, okay, I was playing the Pac-Man game on my TurboGrafx-16 emulator. I wonder if that was just a quirk of the emulator or if it really didn't have music. I'm curious now. Oh, you can pause on the title screen. That is unusual. Why would you ever need to do that? Okay. Anyway. Here are the different trips, very similar. In fact, it looks improved from the TurboGrafx, despite the fact that it's blockier graphics. It kind of looks improved. And now the controls seem normal. Okay, and you have to tap to the right. Seriously, like, did I have my TurboGrafx-16 controller just mapped really weird? I wonder. The backgrounds actually have parallax scrolling now, like the hills are scrolling at a different rate than the buildings. And actually, even though the buildings are the exact same as we saw before, and they don't have a lot of... Oh, baby to the head. They don't have a lot of detail. It almost seems like it makes more sense on the Atari Lynx. Like, I almost forgive it more here for looking this way. And it has more sounds, and oh god, I got run over by a car. More sounds and stuff. I gotta say, originally today, so this game originally came out on the arcades, and we've played so many arcade games on this channel. I'm not opposed to playing more, but I kind of thought, let's mix it up and do some systems we don't normally see. Especially for a game, you know, this iconic, apparently. I actually knew of this game, but didn't realize it was such a big deal before playing it here today. Before, you know, reading about it before playing it today. Anyway. I thought, yeah, let's do some systems we don't normally do, and TurboGrafx is one that I haven't been able to do as much as I've wanted to, even though I even own a TurboGrafx Mini, because it turns out that there's no way to sideload games onto it. So whatever's on it are the only games we can play, which kind of sucks. But then I also thought Atari Lynx is one we like rarely see, and Atari Lynx is kind of an interesting system. I didn't have it. I didn't know anyone who had it. You know, I didn't have a Game Gear growing up, but I knew someone who had one, so I tried it a couple times. But Atari Lynx, like, I literally never saw growing up. I don't even know if I knew it was a thing until the Angry Video Game Nerd. Yes! Eat my balls. Or let me eat the balls and then I'll eat you. That sounds weird. Don't take that quote out of context. And all the Atari Lynx games I've ever played, honestly, have been... Well, I wouldn't even say rough. I think our first Atari Lynx game was Toki, and I actually quite liked that game. But they are, like, very basic and sort of low... You know, low resolution and stuff. And so, you know, my own prejudice, I assumed that the Atari Lynx version of this game was going to be a hot mess, and the TurboGrafx would be the most faithful rendition. I think the TurboGrafx visually is probably closer to the arcade. But even in the Atari Lynx, like, they have parallax scrolling and stuff. I'm impressed with what they actually tried to do here. It feels a little harder on the Lynx here than it did on the TurboGrafx. But... Sorry, I'm just having to concentrate to get through all these ghosts. Oh, man. And in fact, it's a lot harder. It is a lot harder on the Lynx here. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm actually impressed with the Lynx version. I thought it was just going to be hands down, obviously, the TurboGrafx is better. But I actually think the Lynx has some things to offer. And they didn't just phone it in. They didn't just do a direct port and they were like, forget it. Let's try, like, a higher level and just see. Here we go. Now, in case you can't tell, I am also recording the Atari Lynx gameplay here on an emulator, because not only do I not own an Atari Lynx, but, oh god, but good luck recording off that if you do own it. And the sound is messing up, basically, is what I wanted to say. If you can hear in the background, the sound's starting to mess up, so... yeah, we should probably start wrapping up soon. Anyway, Pac-Land, one of the, apparently, the path pavers for games like Super Mario and Alex Kidd, Ghouls and Ghosts. One of the games in the Book of Thousands video games was Play Before You Die. In terms of, like, whether this is a must-play, I don't think so. I think a game like Mario Brothers 1 is timeless. And if you have never played Mario 1, I think it's still fun today. A game like this, I feel like it's kind of remarkable, isn't it? Like, maybe you guys totally disagree. Maybe you're like, Mario 1 sucks, dude. And if you think that, that's okay, you're allowed to think that. But if you agree with me that Mario 1 is timeless, like, isn't that crazy? A game that came out basically like was Mario 1 1985 or 87? Either way, just a couple years after this, and it is literally a timeless video game, right? Still fun to this day. In contrast, a game like Pac-Land, yes, it was a trailblazer, apparently. And yes, it's not a terrible game. I'm not saying don't play it or, you know, this game is junk. But what I am saying is, like, the replayability is just not at the same level of Mario. And it's just, I think it goes to highlight how ahead of its time Mario really was. Like, it's not like they were trying to make a crappy game or they phoned Pac-Land in. You know, I'm sure they were trying, and just a lot of the conventions of the platforming genre hadn't fully been stabilized until Mario kind of paved the way after this one. So if they made it after Mario, I'm sure this game would have had more to it. But yeah, it's an interesting game. I, you know, had a bit of fun with it here today. I just don't think it's a must-play. I don't think it's as timeless as some of the other games that came after. But hey, that's just my thoughts. What do you guys think? Did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? Is this one of the all-time greatest games ever made. Let me know in the comments down below how much you love Pac-Land. And other than that, I hope you guys had fun. Whatever you think of the game, whether you think it's timeless or not, I hope it was interesting to check it out. And maybe you heard of Pac-Land and now you got to see it. Guys, if you did have fun, leave a like, leave a comment, leave a dislike if you prefer. I don't care. I'm just happy that you made it to the end. Guys, I will catch you soon with another video, another game. Until then, my friends, you all take care of yourselves. Peace!